want you to give me feedback.
Okay, the feedback that I have loved about you is that you do speak like one of the best speakers, that is Shruti Sharma. You must be aware of her. Yeah, it seems that
Thank
she's speaking. So let's start this conversation with our small introductions. I would like
yeah.
you to introduce yourself first.
All right, so thank you. Well, my name is Ankita, and I'm tuning from a small village of Bihar. Talking about my studies, I'm pursuing Bachelor of Arts, and I'm in degree third. That's all. How about you, sir?
Okay, that's good to know about you. My name is Sunil. I'm from Delhi. Talking about my educational qualification, I'm a graduate. Plus, I have been a YouTuber. I have been running a couple of YouTube channels for quite some time. When it comes to my hobby, I like listening to music.
Okay. And how
Yes.
about your major? What was your major during graduation?
I have done BTech and I did BTech from computer science.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you so much. And what about you? Like, what are you going to do after graduation? You are in third year.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if again I'm saying that I'm contrite to this, okay, after graduation, what are your plans?
I want to pursue masters.
So, I'm asking you that after post graduation, what would you do and why would you go for masters?
That's a good question. Somehow because I want to be a teacher. That's why.
Hmm. All right, that's wonderful. Or would you like to be a teacher in a government school or in a private school?
To be honest, I want to train many people, lots and lots of people.
Hmm.
And apart from this, like, yeah, not in a particular school or college, like government, private, and all. I want to lead. I want to be a teacher like Khan and the rest of others.
Hmm. Okay. So it means you want to have your own institute. If you have your own institute, so that whatever desires you have, you can fulfill all your desires. One thing I'm very surprised by is that your accent. That where did you bring this accent from?
I'm just learning in my village.
Hmm. All right. So how
Uh,
long have you been learning?
the accent,
No, English.
it's been more than 3 years since I'm learning it.
Hmm. And what kind of changes you have seen in you?
The changes, okay. I must say that earlier I was not able to speak anything. Now I can speak a bit.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Only
that's what I can.
okay. This is the only change you have noticed in you.
Yeah, I have become so confident. Earlier I
Hmm.
used not to be. And during this, I have discovered so many things. Like I started teaching as well, and now I teach. Those are the things.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So I think you must be teaching English.
you're correct.
Hmm. All right, that's wonderful. And if I'm not wrong, you must be a YouTuber then?
I'm not.
Okay, if you are not, but I guess you will be soon because if you want to be like Khansa, the attributes he has or the knowledge he shares, the platform he uses, that is YouTube, I guess.
Yeah,
Or if you want to follow his footsteps, so you have to do the same thing that he has been doing. You
exactly.
have to yes, you have to have your own YouTube channel, but it is up to you. Whenever you decide, you can have that.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Even I have Instagram where I upload some videos regarding English and all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you use Instagram, what are the things that you keep in mind? Okay, this is a platform. I need to use it to some extent. What are the thinking you have?
I'm so sorry, sir, but I couldn't get you. Could you please come again?
Okay. So I'm asking you that everyone knows that social media has been a trouble for so many people. Like we usually squander our most of time using social media. And how do you see that? When you upload your videos, do you just stop using Instagram or do you keep scrolling the videos? How do you use it?
To be very honest, I just use Instagram whenever it comes to uploading that. And if I get likes, comment, then
Mhm.
only I do check and all. Yeah,
Okay, but when you upload anything, you must be getting messages incessantly. And do you check your phone every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes? How do you check it? How do you manage it?
that's exactly. I really check it, not too much. Yeah.
Mhm. Apart from Instagram, do you also use any other application
For what?
for sharing your knowledge with people?
You must be knowing about Telegram.
Telegram, okay. Yes.
Yeah, I used to be on Telegram in order to learn English, in order to practice my communication skill.
Tell me something about your family background.
Well, talking about my father, he's a farmer, and my mother is a homemaker. I have my brother, and he is my younger brother. He's in 12th. He's about to be entered in 12th exam. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
actually.
that's it. It seems to be a short family, short and happy family. Okay, that's
Well, I have a question to you.
yes, yes. Go
Why
ahead.
are you learning English? And what is the motto of uploading videos on YouTube?
Hmm. All right. So I guess this is abundantly clear that when you upload any video, you want your people or you want your audience to get that thing, and you indeed want to share that knowledge with your people. Part and partial thing is that you always want to be famous and you always want to earn a lot of money. So these are the specific reasons where I upload my videos on YouTube.
Okay. And why do you want to be famous?
Famous, I like, who doesn't want who doesn't want fame? If you are famous, so you will be an identification and you can also be an inspiration to so many people. If you are famous, you can get your work done so easily. If you are famous, wherever you go, people will follow you. And fame is something that everyone wants. Same as with me. I also want an abundance amount of fame in my life. If I have fame, I know that in order to maintain that fame, I have to work very hard. If you set any expectations, you have to meet your expectations. If I upload any video where I feel that I try the best of my ability whenever I upload any videos. And when people reach my videos, when they watch my videos, when they find something good in my videos, then it becomes a sense of responsibility for me. That time I think, okay, this time I did this, next time I need to be the best version of myself. Every time I strive for so many things. That's why I want fame.
Okay. Wow, I appreciate it. That's very nice. What
Thank
are the
you.
things you do in order to learn English? So what are the things you do in order to learn English?
All right, yes. So there are plenty more things that I do in order to enrich my communication skills. The first and foremost thing is that I read a newspaper. And I guess this is my want. If I do not read a newspaper, I feel I have not achieved anything or I have not learned anything. This is the first thing. Second thing is that, which I always value, is I talk to myself. Whenever I get time, I do talk to myself. The third thing is that I give a small sort of topic to myself where I either write or I express my thoughts about that particular topic. And the next thing that I think I'm nothing without that, that is my teaching. I have a batch to teach. I go to my institute where I spend very quality time with my students, and these are the things that I do to improve my communication skills. And I talk to
Wow,
people like you, yes.
wow, that's commendable. That's really good.
Thank you. And what about you? If I ask you the same question, that what are the things that you have been following to enlarge your communication skills?
Well, to be honest, it has been changing. Initially, as I said, that I could not speak. I was at the stage where I was not knowing how to use their, this, that. So I
Mm-hmm.
started it from there. Okay. And gradually, like, as people see that grammar is very important, I do
Mm-hmm.
agree. For 8 and 9 months, I was just learning grammar, tense, narration, models, preposition, and all. I was completely occupied with grammar stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
even after doing these all things, I couldn't speak a single thing.
Mm-hmm.
After over the span of 5 or 6 months, I used to be a Rattamar speaker. Then
Mm-hmm.
I thought that in order to learn this, in order to master this language, I'll have to be crazy. And then I started being so crazy after this language. I started speaking a lot, entire day. That's what I do. I follow only four principles of this. That is LSRW: listening,
Mm-hmm.
speaking, reading, writing. On top of this, I try to speak a lot. Even I know that the more I speak, the better I sound. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's excellent. And as you said that you were practicing grammar almost for 9 months. But the thing is that learning a language is not easy. It takes a lot of time. If you feel, if you spend 6 months, if you spend 9 months, and all of a sudden you will be able to speak English fluently, confidently, that might not happen. Like, we have different attributes, we have different capacity, that it depends how quickly you get things and how long you take to memorize anything, and what kind of ambience you have whenever you speak this language. It also depends, and
Exactly.
what kind of people you are interacting with. If you are interacting with people who are way more better than you, it is blatant that you are going to improve a lot. But if you do not have the melia of this beautiful language, then how would you improve? Then you will struggle a lot, and you will come to a point where you will be down in your mouth, and every time you will criticize people, or you will criticize yourself. So grammar is very important. I don't feel without grammar we will be able to speak. People might speak, but it is not going to have the precise meaning. In order to convey your apt message, you have to have use grammar a bit. I'm not saying you need to use whole grammar in your conversation, but there are a few things that you should always bear in mind. The first one is tenses. If you are quite good at tenses, then it is okay. Then don't miss articles, don't miss nouns. Don't take them for granted at all. If you take them for granted, then you will not be able to impress people, because I feel that we do speak this language to impress others. If I'm not able to impress you, it means there are a few things that I lack. There are a few things that I really need to focus on. If I'm able to impress you, that's my job is done. And now I need to look for other people. When I impress them, and like, you never know what kind of people you are going to interact with.
Yeah.
You seem to be an accomplished speaker, and it seems you do have excellent knowledge about this language. What if I talk to a person who knows more than both of us? There, I'll feel at ease. There, I have to use things which I have never ever used in my entire life.
Like
What
what?
do- like the words which I have never ever used, I have to use those words with with that person, or the idioms that I think I'm a bit good at using idioms. I also feel that I'm a bit good at using new words, and I also feel that whenever I speak, I do take extra care of my pronunciation. Every time
Wow.
I try to deliver new things so that whosoever is watching my videos, they are going to enjoy first. Second, they are going to learn new things. They don't need to look for anything, or they don't need to look for specific vocabulary where they consider them advanced.
As of now, I don't know that what the people will say after watching it. But to be
Hmm.
honest, I'm enjoying this conversation and I'm just learning a lot from you.
Okay, thank you so much. Same, I'm doing that. I'm also learning from you a lot. And the mistakes, if I have made any mistake, I'm going to keep those mistakes in mind. Okay, when I started talking to this person, I was this much nervous. Next time I should not do that. I'm going to surmount so many things. That's how I learn.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh, can I ask one more question if you don't
Yes,
mind?
yes, go on. Yes, if you have
Yeah.
questions, you can, yes, ask me a
You
flurry of questions.
you really seem so, like good at vocabulary. I must
Hmm.
appreciate to have a bombarding set of vocabulary. So
Hmm.
what do you do in order to have a great skill of using vocabulary?
Hmm. Okay, as you have been a teacher and as you have been hardworking, you have been practicing this language. Whenever we try to use any vocabulary in our day to day conversation, for that you have to practice a lot. It means you have to create so many situations where you can fit those vocabularies, those specific words that you want to use. So, this is what I do. I know that if someone is saying something good, if I agree, and I also have some alternatives to say agree. If you say something, I have the same opinion. I would not say agree. I have alternatives. I'm going to say I see eye to eye with you, I conquer with you, or you can say that again. And I feel that how it's so easy for me is I listen to people very carefully. If you listen to someone very carefully, or if you take some time to speak, then you tell your mind, okay, these are two words, these are three words, or whatever words you want to use, you can tell your brain, and that's how you can use those words. And this is what I do.
Okay, I
Yes.
appreciate that. Whom do you consider an eloquent speaker of English?
I guess it becomes pretty easy if you have a word with anyone, and we all have that beautiful understanding where you can easily judge, okay, this person is speaking very well. And when you have that feeling where you can sense people, it is certain that you would say, okay, this person is an eloquent speaker. Eloquent speaker means where you do not have many fillers when you speak, where whatever you express, you have the nice explanation for that particular thing. Eloquent speakers are the people who do use some new words, or the way they explain things, you usually submerge yourself in that. Their audience always submerges themselves in their conversation. That's how you can consider a person an eloquent speaker.
And how about communication? What is communication?
Okay, I guess you must be aware of what communication is. Communication is all about to communicate with people where you can understand them or where you can make them understand. This is what about communication. That's it. Yes.
Exactly.
Like, ask away any questions.
At last, like before we end our session, I just want you to give me feedback.
Okay, the feedback, like, I do not consider myself a connoisseur for this particular language. I don't feel that I can be the right person to give you the feedback where you already have so much knowledge of this language, where you already have known so many things, without a shadow of a doubt that you speak very well. Second, the confidence you have, that is indescribable. And third thing that I have loved about you is that you do speak like one of the best speakers, that is Shruti Sharma. You must be aware of her. Yes, it seems that she is speaking. Yes. So I don't feel that there are things that I would be telling you that you need to work on. You already know yourself, and you also know where you need to improve and where you are devoid of.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I really enjoyed this session a lot.
So did I. All right, take care.
Yeah, bye
Bye.
bye.